When you go vote in November, there's a few things you need to ask yourself before you go cast your vote. Like, is your life better now than it was 4 years ago? When you go fill your gas tank up, is it cheaper to fill that gas tank up now than it was 4 years ago? When you go to the grocery store, are you getting more goods for less money or more money? When you open up your utility bills, are they cheaper? Or is there grant money to help you? Or are they cutting assistance? Or are they too worried about giving money to all the migrants? These are all questions that you need to ask yourself. Not just when it's time to vote, what they're going to do for you and all their bullshit lies like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. That's all they do. They come to our neighborhoods in our poor, all the poor neighborhoods, especially, and give us a bunch of fucking bullshit and tell us a bunch of lies and a bunch of promises that they never fucking keep. The fact of the matter is, whether you like Donald Trump or not, ask yourself and be real. Quit being selfish. For the greater good of America and America's people, was the world safer with 45 in there? And the answer is yes. There was no wars. My tank was a lot cheaper to fill up while Trump was. I had more money while Donald Trump was president. And I was a lifelong Democrat. I'm done with the Democrats. I'm done with their lies. After these 4 years, they've cared more about other people than America's people. Why do we have to be last? Why does our lights have to be shut off? Why does our fridges have to be empty? Why does our gas got to be run? Our tanks running on fumes? Why? Why migrants come here across the border, get handed a bunch of money, get handed a bunch of food stamps, get handed a bunch of fucking rent assistance. Now they want to give them money for houses. This shit is crazy what's going on. Meanwhile, they'll pump Kamala Harris in. Meanwhile, her poll ratings were the worst ever as a vice president. She's terrible. Please do not vote for her. Please. I'm begging you, please. Even if you don't like Donald Trump, do what's best for America. You really want her leading our country? It's crazy. It's crazy to even think it did. First of all, she didn't even get voted in to run. You talk about democracy and how Donald Trump's a threat to it. Well, that's a threat right there. You can't just do what you want. They do. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. While they keep us divided and keep us arguing amongst ourselves, while they do whatever the fuck they want to do. Meanwhile, the guy who he did more for the country in 4 years than most do in 8, than Obama did in 8. You go look at how many people did Obama deport. If Trump would have deported that many people, it would be all front page. You don't hear that shit. You don't hear none of this shit these dudes do. The mainstream media, journalism is dead. It is dead. There is no real journalists out here. It's all fake. And it's crazy to me how people eat it up. Whatever they say, it don't matter if it's true or not. They're eating that shit up and running with it. People need to wake up. Ask yourself, were you better off? You know, and then they go and they get these migrants, and they're not dumping them in their communities with their gated, fenced-in communities. They're dumping them right in ours, and you could go around and see and look and see what's happening now, and it's only going to get worse. Crime's going to go up. They're defunding our police. Like, these Democratic cities are the worst. I know because I'm from Pennsylvania. I live outside of Pittsburgh, and we've been voting Democrat for how long? And nothing gets better. It only gets worse. We need to stop voting Democrat. They've told us our whole lives, vote Democrat because they're for the poor people. And meanwhile, if you go back and look through the history of the Democrats, they're the party of slavery. They're the party of evil. Not saying that all Republicans are good, or go look at Nancy Pelosi. She's been insiding trading for years. She's made $1 trillion as a representative of a public servant. And she's super rich. Why? Because her husband's trading and she's passing the bills to make her rich. It's a shame what's going on here in America. We are losing. We are not winning. We are losing. We were safer with Donald Trump. We had more money with Donald Trump. These are facts. I know this is the land of opportunity, but gee whiz, come on. What have the Democrats done for you? I voted Democrat since I've been voting, and I finally woke up and I started learning this shit for myself. And how can anybody deny that things weren't better from 16 to 20 than 20 to 24? Because this has been the worst 4 years. I've been on my own since I'm 18. I'm 44 now. And I tell you what, I'm struggling. I'm hurting. This is the worst. This is the worst. It's the worst I've ever lived. I don't have money to do shit. Just think about it before you go vote. Quit thinking about how bad you dislike somebody. You really want Kamala Harris talking to Putin? Sitting down with Putin? You really want Kamala Harris sitting down talking to Xi? We already look so weak. Everyone, the whole world is laughing at us. They're laughing at us like we're a fucking bunch of clowns. Kamala Harris is not the answer. We don't get fucking 45 back in there and make them 47. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. And you know, someone always tell me, oh, it don't matter who you vote for. It don't matter who you vote for. And yeah, he was right for a long time. Nothing really changed. But these last 4 years, everything has changed. Everything. The cost of living has gone up. And they just forgot about us, the people. Ask yourself, before you go give your vote to Kamala Harris, she's just going to tell you whatever the fuck she wants. Whatever you want to hear, she's going to say it. Because she lies. She'll even turn on an old accent for you. She'll do a dance for you. She'll say whatever she needs to say to get your vote. Don't give it to her so easily. At least sit down, think. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Go and look at her track record. Go look what she's done as vice president. Go look what she did when she was in California. Go look. She does not care about you. She is only a puppet. She is only a deep state puppet. She ain't gonna be running shit. I'm telling you, people, wake up, man. And they keep us divided. They want to make it always about race. Race. I'm white. My white skin has never got me anywhere in life. Nowhere. They keep us fighting among each other while they do whatever the fuck they want. Divide and conquer. It's the oldest trick in the playbook. And it's crazy to me how many people fall for this shit. And I was one of them. I fell for that shit. I was there screaming, yes, we can. Yeah. I was duped. I was fooled. I was lied to. But I know when I see someone who is legitimately trying to do good and who loves his country and not to exploit it. You see these migrants, half of them come in here to embrace it, and that's great. But a lot come to exploit it. They don't spend their money here. They send that shit right back out. They are taking people's jobs. And they're getting pockets. I seen this lady was saying, meanwhile, her husband, who served his country, gets $23 in food assistance. Meanwhile, she picked up a receipt from some one who had left it there, from a migrant who left it there. And the food stamp balance was like $13,000 with like $5,000 cash. We cannot afford another 4 years of this shit. America might not be here in another 4 years because we look like a bunch of fucking clowns. We gave the Taliban $80 billion in the best military equipment on the planet. On the planet. Seen the other day, they're rolling down the streets in our tanks, in our Jeeps. The terrorists, the bad guys. You see, Donald Trump said, he said, if one hair on any of them soldiers' heads are hurt, here's where you live, and I'm going to blow the shit out of you. And he meant it. That's what kind of leader we need. We don't need some pansy letting them tell us what to do. We're the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. Well, we used to be. Now we just look like a bunch of clowns. They trying to weaken our men. They don't want men to be men. They want them to be weak. They don't even want to tell you what a woman is. They want to let women participate in men's sports. They're letting men beat up women in boxing in the Olympics. I'll never watch the Olympics again after this Olympics. Never, ever. I'm done with the fucking Olympics. And if every woman, this is the problem, no one can stick together. We're going to sit there and watch these women get beat up. Every woman on the Olympic circuit should have said, I'm done. I'm not participating. We have to unite as a people. We have to unite as a people. We have to take our country back. All these people who are going to prison for January 6th, which we know was bullshit too. We know the Russian collusion was bullshit. We know it's all fake. All the impeachments, it was all bullshit designed and paid for by the Clintons. January 6th, it's the people's house. The people's house. These people have forgotten. This is why our forefathers made the Constitution of the United States. This is why the Second Amendment is so important. Because they knew that one day our government could be out of control just like it is now. And that if we needed to, we could take it back. I know I'm just a nobody. I don't have any subscribers. No one watches my shit. And probably no one watches either. But at least I know I tried. Telling you people, we need to get together. We need to unite. And this election is so important. We are literally the soul of America. Do your own research. Look into your own shit. Make up your own mind. Don't be a puppet. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Remember, everything's not about race. Everything's not about gender. I don't care if you're gay, if you're straight, if you identify as a woman, whatever the cases be. Think for yourself. Don't vote for Kamala Harris just because you don't like Donald Trump. Ask yourself them important questions that I said at the beginning. Was your gas tank easier to fill? Was your utility bills cheaper? Was it easier to go to the store and save money? Did you have more money the last 4 years? Or did you not? It's real freaking simple, people. Think about it. Think for yourself. Try to love one another. Everyone needs to put the bullshit away and come together as a people. We can do it. God bless America.